Hey guys, coming to you from my dining room here again, and I'm starting on a couple of new projects, so I thought I'd show you some of the materials that I'm working with and give you an idea of what I'm up to here, and then I'll keep you posted as things move along. The first thing is I've actually getting ready to begin on a new guitar here, and so I've assembled a bunch of the components I'm going to need, and I thought I'd just give you kind of a rough idea of what's going on here. This time I chose to use, instead of a cigar box, it's still going to be a box guitar, but I'm using this really nice, I don't know what you'd call it, like a craft box that you would buy. But I've used one before once, and I really like it. It's got these nice angled corners, so they don't, you don't hit and chip up the corners on them as easily. And they're really well made. Pretty decent sized wall on it, so it's good and strong, but then it has a nice thin back and top, so it has good sound, which in this case is going to be a little less of an issue because I'm doing something a little different. And when this is all completed, you'll still be able to, this will still be hinged, there'll be a latch, and you can still open the back of the guitar to get into electronics and everything. What I'm going to do is utilize some common like kitchen parts and make basically a resonator style guitar, and this is going to be a pretty unique design, and I really don't know what it's going to sound like until I give it a shot. But first thing I'm going to use is one of these stainless steel strainers, and I'm going to have to remove this handle obviously, but then what's going to happen, that's actually going to sit, I'll take the router and cut out the, the Dremel, and cut out that hole, sink that down in there, and get it nicely laid out there. And then once that's sunk in there, I'm going to take another stainless steel bowl like so. This one has a really good ring to it, is why I'm using it. I go around like Goodwills and stores and things, tapping on things to see how they sound when you tap on them. But anyway, this will work real good, you'll see. And this is very unconventional. This is not how you build a resonator generally, but I'm just trying something different. But this bowl is going to flip upside down and sit in there like so, okay? And then on top of that, like most resonators, on top of their cone, it'll have a wooden biscuit, not this big, I just had this laying here. It'll be about the size of the top of this. And that biscuit will sit on top, and then you'll have your bridge across there, and then, of course. And then I also have these little sink strainers, and you notice they have about the same size holes in them that that strainer there has. So I'm actually going to cut a couple of sound holes and put those in there like so. So you can kind of see how that's going to come together. Should be kind of neat looking. And then the tail piece will come out the back here, and I'm going to use a kitchen cabinet hinge for your tail piece. And so that should be nice. And then, like usual, I'm going to make my neck from scratch. So I'm using this red oak here to start with. You can see that's nice and straight and good and solid. And then I've got a bunch of strips of red oak for the fretboard material as well. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And instead of using the regular guitar fret wire, I'm going to do another one here where I use the little stainless steel blade inserts that come in your windshield wipers. Okay, it's real tedious and it takes longer than actually using fret wire, but I kind of like the fact that I'm using something that wasn't intended for a guitar, so I'm going to go ahead and do it one more time. And because it takes a long time, because this stuff's hard to cut, number one, so you have to chop it, you have to round the edges, and then you have to lay it in there perfectly level, of course, so you don't get fret buzz and everything. But that's what I'm doing. And I've got all the tuners and everything else downstairs already in the workshop. But the other thing I picked this up at an estate sale earlier today, and what it is, it's a 1946 Arvin electric heater, okay? And I bought it strictly because it has that cool Art Deco style to it, kind of that 1930s style. It's got the chrome grille and all these kind of like architectural details, kind of reminds you of like the Chrysler building or something. And the reason I bought it, I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to gut the inside out completely and get rid of that. And then I'm actually going to use this as a housing for an amplifier. Okay, So, you know, I'll build a nice box inside there and get all the electronics set up. I'd like to make it a tube amp. We'll have to see like what kind of space I have in here once I get it opened up and everything. And then I want to utilize, there's some thunder out there right now. I want to utilize this original knob here as the volume control, and then I can put the tone controls, you know, bass and treble, that kind of stuff, somewhere else. Alright, but I thought it'd be cool just to use this original control here to control the volume, and so I'm going to try to do that if it's possible. If not, I may have to change it to something a little different. But you guys can let me know what you think, but I just thought it was a really cool looking unit, and I'll have to decide if I want to leave it looking old and rusty like this, or if I want to completely refinish it and make it look like a brand new, you know, 1940s kind of heater. So, but anyway, I just thought I'd show you a little bit of what I'm starting on here, and I'll keep you guys updated as it goes along and let you know how the progress is coming and everything. It's always, when I'm trying something new like that, it's always a lot of experimentation, so it's going to take a little bit to get it together, and we'll just kind of cross our fingers and hope it sounds good, because it's one of those things where you have to put a lot of time into it to even find out if it's going to work. So, but anyway, thanks for watching and commenting and everything, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.